Hello everyone, I am Coastal Alien, and welcome back to my corner of the galaxy. Today, I will be showing you guys the quest Go Fish. I recommend doing this quest early on, because completion of this quest will give you the reward, the Jewel of the Rumare. This is an enchanted ring that grants you water breathing when you wear it. So it is quite useful. To start this quest, you will want to come to the settlement of Way, just outside of the Imperial City and next to the beautiful Lake Rumare. That's beautiful. You will want to speak to Elwyn Merowald. I think that's how you say that. This guy standing here in his bushes.
You know, stranger, there comes a time in every man's life when he has to admit that he's lost the fight. Well, I've fought and I've lost. Who did I lose to? Who is my great enemy? Oh, don't laugh. It's a bunch of damn fish.
We could laugh, but it's better to help him.
Go on and wait. Help? Oh, well then. I'm a fisherman. Or at least I was. Until one of those slaughterfish damn near took my leg off. I was collecting their scales, see? I had a contract with this young alchemist. You wouldn't believe what he was paying for those scales. Then, last month, one of the bastards got a hold of my leg. Took me right out of the business. But this alchemist, he needs the scales right away. The alchemist was paying so much for the scales that I'm close to having enough saved so that I can retire. But now I can't get out there to the lake. Not with this leg. I only needed 12 more scales. Can you believe it? I was so close. I've picked up a few things in my travel. If you head out there and bring me back the 12 scales that I need, I can make it worth your time. Help an old fisherman out, won't you?
That sounds good. I don't mind helping. Let's go ahead and make sure this is our active quest. We can go ahead and just jump right on in to this beautiful lake and start hunting down the fish to help this guy. But there is a little prep work that I recommend doing that I think will make this quest a lot easier. There are 3 types of magic spells that I recommend getting that will make this quest a lot easier. You'll want a detect life spell, a water breathing spell, and some type of electric touch spell. So let's take a look at Edgar's discount spells in the Imperial City and see what he's got.
Edgar Vatrine, you don't want the very best. You want cheap. And I got cheap. Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Okay, looks like he has a water breathing spell that we can use, but he doesn't have the other 2 spells that we're looking for. So let's hop across the street to the Mystic Emporium and try our luck there. Alright, at the Mystic Emporium, you'll want to talk to this guy here.
Welcome to the Mystic Emporium. Calendil is here, with all your needs under one roof. Look and buy. Nothing could be easier. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
This guy will have electric touch. That will be quite useful.
I appreciate your business. Buy.
You can talk to her. She'll
can I do
have
for
a
you?
detect life spell, but it might be a bit more than
Have a look around.
what you can
won't
handle
find better
early on
prices
in the
all
game.
Tamriel.
So
Good day.
I'm going to head to the Leowin Mages Guild. I recommended coming to the Leowin Mages Guild because each guild hall in Cyrodiil specializes in a different school of magic. Detect Life falls under the Mysticism school of magic, and Mysticism is what the Leowin Mages Guild specializes in. So let's go in and see what we find.
Nice to meet you. I have potions and everything you need to make your own. What will it be?
Perfect.
Tell your friends about me. May all your travels be safe.
Alright. We have the spells that we need that I think will make this quest a bit easier. I recommend putting them on your hotkey just so you have quick access to them. The Detect Life spell, that seems to have a stronger... Well, I guess we found our first fish. I believe the Detect Life spell had a stronger look or a stronger effect in OG Oblivion. Life ended up looking more cloudy. In this game, I don't know if the last time I used it, it seemed like it wasn't as cloudy. So it may not be as useful in this game, but we'll give it a try. If not, then you could probably always use your clairvoyance spell and that may help. But let's go ahead and just see what that looks like. Yeah, it's got a pretty cool effect, but I don't know if it shows up quite as well. Alright, little guy. Let's go. Not sure who you bit to eat their lockpick, but okay. Let's hop on in. It's probably our guy right there. See how this looks in the water. Not very strong. Unfortunately, I don't know if Detect Life is going to be as useful in this game as it was in OG Oblivion. Let's try our Electric Touch. It seems like the slaughterfish spawn in a lot more than they do in OG Oblivion. I remember in OG Oblivion, I had to really hunt these guys down. They were scattered all over the place. We'll probably have to rely mostly on our compass marker. Hey, little guy. I'm here to catch fish. I'm not here to catch crabs. As you can see, that water breathing ring will come in handy because I'm having to use this spell quite a bit in here. Okay, I think there's one over here somewhere. Okay. Unfortunately, I think the quest might be bugged right now, where these guys are kind of spawning really close to shore, and it's making them harder to find. So that's something that we're gonna have to keep in mind for this. Alright, let's go round up the rest of these little guys. So, unfortunately, I don't think Detect Life is quite as good in this game as it was before. Maybe they show up near where those bubbles are. Well, there's one. Oh, there's a bunch of them over here. Yeah, you want to be careful when you hit these guys, because sometimes they'll just sink down. Yeah, I think these fish are definitely bugged right now. Oh, bugs or no bugs, we got a job to do. Alright, looks like we got another school of fish. Let's go ahead and take these guys out and get our scales. So it looks like they've changed how they do it in this game as opposed to in OG Oblivion. In OG Oblivion, these fish would be spread out all across the lake and you just go at them one at a time. It looks like it might be a game mechanic, a new mechanic that they added where slaughterfish maybe school in this game. I'm not sure. Well, we got the skills that we need. So, unfortunately, Detect Life wasn't as useful as it was in OG Oblivion, or as useful as I thought it would be here. So you guys could probably skip that step if you want. But I definitely recommend getting the water breathing spell. That really came in handy at points. Alright, let's talk to this guy and get our reward.
I don't know what I'll do if you don't get those scales for me. I've saved so much for my retirement, but it's just not enough. By the 9, you've got the scales. Thank you. Let it never be said that there are no kind souls in this world. I'll give you this ring in trade. I have no use for it anymore, but I imagine that they would be very valuable to someone like you. Thank you, stranger. You've shown me kindness, and I will think of you in the long, comfortable days ahead.
Better be thinking of me. Alright, let's take a look at our reward. The Jewel of the Rumare, Water Breathing on Self, and Fortify Athletics. Nice. We'll go ahead and put that on, and we'll try it out. As you can see, we can freely swim around in the water now without having to put a spell on ourselves every 30 seconds. Quite useful. Whenever you guys do this quest, one thing that helped was you want to be at the surface when you do it. Just try to wait. And if there are any enemies nearby, as you can see the slaughterfish that's approaching me now, trying to get a bite. So you go to the surface, try to wait. It'll tell you if there are enemies nearby. So that's a part of how I found these other fish. So unfortunately this quest works a little bit differently than it did in OG Oblivion. But we found a way to make it work. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope it's helpful for you. Looks like this isn't quite as easy as it was in OG Oblivion, so I hope this helped you out. Remember, if you guys would like to join the invasion, then be sure to like and subscribe.